Yeah, fools, you already know what it is. We finally moved into the new place, and I'm gonna take you around for some spots and show you not inside the house, but some of the outside, some where I got my shit set up, how everything's looking right now, because we're moved in but not settled in. You heard me? So check out the intro, and you already know.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Yeah, life is like a motherfucking dream. Fill my double cup up with some lean. Yeah, put my dick in your bitch plane. Yeah, rats come.
All right, folk. You see, I'm smiling. It's hard to contain my excitement, like I said, or maybe I didn't say. I don't know, but we here, and we're in a new place. We moved in, but we're not settled in, like I said. So, if you've been following the channel and you subscribe and you watch and you do all that shit, you know what I'm saying, whatever, then you'll know that we got a 40-foot shipping container and been filling it full of parts. Now, to give you an idea, that's an Acura Integra. There's only one of those, and I can put another one and have plenty of room to walk in between them. So 40 feet is a lot longer than it seems. You know what I'm saying? Also, I'm gonna have to, every time I do this part, you can't see anything, but I'm gonna try my best to show you inside the trailer. And of course, got the BMX in here, parts, more parts, engines, transmissions. Have my bike frames that I used to have on my wall in here. I have this light because as we go into the depths, you're not gonna see anything. I have my stacks of tires and wheels, my many stacks. There's way more wheels and tires back here than I originally anticipated. Like by a lot. Like I keep forgetting how much shit I actually have until, oh wow, this fell. Oh, I gotta fix that. I don't know why this fell. It's possible the trailer has been shifting a little bit, you know, raining a lot, land, fill dirt, all that kind of shit. So it's possible this thing moved up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me walk around. Off camera, ended up putting that rack right there. And that was in one of my rooms before where I stored a bunch of, you know, stuff. And yeah, it's doing the exact same thing here in the trailer, which I know it's kind of hard to see. But we out here, we're storing a little thing right here, and I'm talking about. But man, yeah, you can't really see shit. I'm trying to get back there. Hold on, we going with it, baby. We going. Got my carbon GTR bumper, tons of body panels, tons of body panels back here. You know what I'm saying? Little GTR wing, GTR hood. We got random shit everywhere back here. All right, let me walk out. Wow, just kicked that shit. So I'm not sure whether you can see me, but yeah, everything is in my trailer. Everything's in my shipping container. And to try to give like a long story short, this whole thing is just like, it's wild. So basically I had like several weeks of, or I should say weekends, right? And it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday of just pure like packing and moving and like bringing things in. And originally when I started doing that, I was organizing as I was bringing things in the container. But after a while, I started getting annoyed by it. And I'm just like, yo, like I need to pack more shit. Now I'm good at Tetris, so I can keep packing shit like crazy. But when you pack things, it makes it difficult to remove, store, organize, all that shit. But it'll be in here and you'll have room and shit. And as you can see, that's my room, is a one little alleyway, you know what I mean? So I don't know if you can hear the turkey in the background, but we got a turkey over here, and it's a pet. So one of my neighbor's pets. I call him Chester. And that was Mustang ripping it up. Call up turkey boy Chester, you feel me? So yeah, we packed all this shit up. Like I said, originally I was just getting it organized and tight. That way later on, like now, it would be a lot easier for me to like move things or take this out. And because of how much time I spent and everything else, it ended up becoming just like, oh, I don't have time to just keep doing this. I just have to like keep moving my shit from one place to another, keep going. And then of course now it turns into I have packed all my shit, and again, now I've come to the point where I don't remember where everything is anymore. You know what I mean? Like now it's like before in my old place, I knew where everything was generally. You know what I mean? Nothing was really ever lost, but for the most part, like, yeah, I lost it. I can't find it because like I would mentally have it somewhere in my head, and I keep track mentally of like where all my shit is, and then I go to look for it, and it's not there because I might have moved it or pushed out the way, or you know, whatever the case is, or my girl moved it or something like that. That's the only time I can't find something, and of course sometimes you just forget like you have things, or like, you know, whatever the case is, because it's been so long you haven't seen it in like a year or 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? So with the trailer here, because I packed this shit so crazy, now I'm to the point where even though like I have like, you know, obviously this is wheels and tires, you know what I'm saying? This is pretty obvious here, right? But I have like boxes and shit here and there, and like even though these boxes are all labeled everywhere, it's still, I don't know what's in all the boxes. I just labeled it like R32 miscellaneous. This one's pretty obvious because it's piping and intercoolers and clamps and shit, so that's the only thing that's in there for the most part. That one says like special room. So like I have different places, and it's just like, what exactly is in the boxes? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the fucking box? Anyways, so with all that being said, I have nowhere to work on my cars. Now, the point of this container was to be able to at least move in here in this place at this point, because I have so much stuff. I can't put this anywhere else, right? I can't put this in a garage. And if I had a garage, it'd have to be massive, right? So yeah, we do the shipping container thing, and that's kind of how it is. Now, let's go to the garage real quick because it's not much better. So boom. And I got the dually out here. We'll talk about that girl in a moment. I feel really bad. Got these two lined up. Got my girl's Tahoe lined up. Right now we got the Hash That Has To Go lined up. We got GTR Fest out here. Shit looking wild, baby. Shit looking crazy. Now we got the garage. As you can see, we have stuffed the garage also. Filled full of shit because I had nowhere to put it. And unfortunately, we are to the point now where I gotta get rid of this fridge as I move this into the guest bedroom or something. I'm gonna keep this fridge for when the shop comes up, when I build the shop and everything. But that toolbox, we're gonna end up putting it in the, we have a shed on the other side, the little orange one. And then this toolbox is gonna stay here. That's my main box. That's my body shop box, plus my miscellaneous tools. So that's gonna end up going here. My tire machine's already there. My cherry picker is probably gonna somehow, I don't know how I'm gonna get this to go in the container, but she gonna go in the container, you know what I'm saying? This track still has some room. However, when I put the R32 here where the green S13 is, the R32 is gonna be pushed against the wall as close as possible. So I'm pretty much not gonna be able to work on one side of the car, but I'll still be able to get it in and out, you know what I'm saying? I just keep it super tight. That way I can maximize the space, because this is not gonna be my little workshop zone, my workshop area. And as you can see right now, the gap is not too bad. So if I move this car over another 2 feet, then it'll allow for this to kind of be more of a workshop zone. But right now, this car is pretty close to the wall. I don't know what's going on here at the focus, but the car's pretty close to the wall here. You know, this shit crazy, baby. We shit crazy. Still have some shit here. You know what I'm saying? I still have to put like my welder together, put my tank somewhere, probably in the corner, you know what I'm saying, or over here, wherever. I still have to strip all this back here out and put it into my shed. The shed is gonna be, so, okay, I call it my shipping container, my shed also, which is stupid, but it's kind of like a shed. Anyways, we have an actual shed, has like the lawnmower in it and shit like that, you know, it's like farming tools and equipment and like that. I'm gonna put like all these things in there too, so that way it's all out. I'm gonna keep like the brooms and shit, but like for the most part, all that's gonna come out. I'm not gonna hang like any of my cool Nobori flags and a lot of cool like shit I got from Japan on the walls in the garage here, because I'm pretty sure I wanna hang all of those in the shop when the shop gets built. So I'm not really sure that's gonna go just yet, but yeah. We out here, we walking around. The shit's flossing. Oh man, I gotta give you a quick update on this car because I haven't given you one. But if you see this right here, right? Well, let's go ahead and take an eyeball from the side real quick. Hold on. There you go. Yo, what is going on with the focus? But yeah. So for some reason, past 2 weeks, I tried to drive the silver car, and leaving my driveway, somehow my tire bit the fender, pulled it in, wrinkled the fuck out of it. Borrowed a fender rolled it back out, fixed it for the most part. Next time I pulled out of the driveway again, did it exactly again. Now either I'm just retarded or something changed in the car, which makes absolutely no sense to me. So it blew my mind. I fixed it for the 3rd time, and then I'm like, all right. So I backed out of the driveway, super extra, which is rough on the exhaust, like the other body panels and shit. But I'm like, yo, at least I pulled the car out, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And I think I did this when I was coming here. There's a section of road that has these two 90-degree corners, and the speed limit is very, very low. And I took them very, very fast in the car because I just kind of wanted to see what happened. I was feeling frisky in the car, and I think I wrinkled it up in the corner a little bit. The car is ball slammed, and it drives like this everywhere. So, I mean, there's a really good chance that I fucking did that, you know what I'm saying? Not exactly sure, but. So another update. Don't worry, we're gonna get here. This car. Now this car, I was actually really hoping to work on this weekend because I bought wheels, I bought tires, I bought a front lip, I have mirrors for it, I have a grill for it, I have new shift knob, new pedals, I have the seat out of the Integra. I was gonna put the Integra interior in the car. I have, man, what else do I have for this car? I got a bunch of shit. And of course, you just can't fucking rely on other companies sometimes, I guess, which really sucks because that's kind of their fucking job, is to send you shit that you purchase from them. I'm coming in here because it's, I don't know, whatever. But like, yo, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, man, the wheels, I don't know, ordered them over the weekend so that way they'd be here by this Friday. And looking at the tracking, they're still in California, and yeah, I don't think I'm getting them this week, so that sucks. I'll have the tires probably tomorrow, which is fantastic, but no wheels for no tires sucks because the tires on those wheels, the tires are bad from camber wear because that car needs an alignment. Oh yeah, I gotta buy tie rods for it, you know what I'm saying, inner and outer probably, but I'll try to buy like an upgraded set so I can lower the car and they still work really well. I want to buy sway bars for that car. There's a Civic Type R sway bars for that car in the front somewhere for sale on Marketplace. This weekend, if I'm feeling rich, I'll probably buy sway bars for that car because I want to put front and rear bars in that car. Cause that's part of like the thing is like the hatchbacks never came with sway bars in them. Maybe the DX came with a front bar, maybe, but like, and them shits never come with sway bars in them. Those are basic fucking drive around cars, go get groceries and shit. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, the Integras came like all of them. Like all these Integras came with factory sway bars in them, you know what I mean? So it's like, this thing right here has front and rear bar in it. And to be honest with you, I want the Civic to have that. I want the Civic to like hit corners and drive comfortable, drive smooth. Speaking of, that car's coilovers in it are TrueHeart coilovers, and you cannot adjust the dampening in them. It's like preset. I do not fucking like it. It is a little too rough. Doesn't absorb the bumps, doesn't absorb the shit like it should. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm spoiled because I've been putting BC Racing coilovers on my cars for years now, and they ride fantastic, and you can really dial them into however you want them to be. But the other hatchback, the brown car, it has adjustable coilovers in it, the D2 coilovers. I think the rear shocks are blown. I don't know, but considering how oily they are in the back, I'm gonna say they're probably blown, but I'm gonna give those guys a shot on this car. So that car is gonna put some parts on here. I still need to lower this car a little bit more. So I'm pretty excited about that. Now, let's talk about the R32. She's under the tarp, and it's the only reason she is outside. The only reason this is outside is because I need to clear the garage out entirely and then take this off the trailer. Now this car, Didn't take any photos of it because I can't. I mean, I took photos of the car on the trailer, but I didn't take any photos of the car, like loading it or any videos like that, because it was a pain in the ass. Now, you see my little wood right here. Yeah, she on the wood, little baby. Because, let's see, you know what? Let's go to the back. Let's go to the back. I had to put her on the wood because something in the exhaust got caught right there. Right there. This exhaust hanger that I ripped off, that shit right there, that got caught on whatever you want to call these ribs on my trailer, and it stopped the car from going forwards and backwards once it got over. So the car was stuck in the trailer, and that was holding it from going forwards and backwards. I didn't know it ripped until later on, but I needed the wood. I mean, yo, you have to understand, I have no jacks, I have no tools. This is the last thing leaving my old house besides a really large pile of wheel and tires that I actually filled the bed on my truck with the tailgate down. I think it was close to 40 tires, and those are 40 dead tires. I'll put a picture in there for you if I haven't put it already. But old girl right here, man, she started, honestly, she's really mad at me. She was running a little bit rough. I got to check the spark plugs again, probably clean them or like whatever the case is. And yeah, anyways, so I was trying to get her on the trailer. She's running a little bit rough, so she's not feeling like she's supposed to. And then now I'm getting stuck and I can't get the car off or on. I have no jack, I have no tools, I have absolutely nothing. I'm like, yo, I'm putting this car on here and I'm taking it home. I expected this car to drive straight on the trailer. I don't know why I expected that, but I didn't think it was as low as it is, which technically the car is not low, but the exhaust is like 3.25 or 3.5 inch, so it's really big. That's what kind of, that's what kind of ended up hanging me up on that thing. My frame rails, you can't see them, but my frame rails, when I first put the car on the trailer, those guys were bottoming out on this here, so that didn't help either. So this car is probably gonna have to be a 2x4 by 8 foot long car to get on the trailer from now on, which kind of is a little ridiculous, but that's kind of the way she is. So she was really hard to get on there, but without these are 8 foot long, so these go all the way on the fucking trailer. She was giving me a super hard time. Really fucking sucked. It is what it is. Can't do a whole lot about it, but she's on there now. She got the tarp on her, and man, luckily I had my girl go to Lowe's and get a tarp with a bungee cord and shit, because if not, I didn't know it, because it hasn't been raining here in Florida for a little while. And I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm like, the sunroof's open. I don't have anything to cover that hole. Whatever the case is, the hood's vented. I don't want to get water in the fucking engine bay and a whole bunch of bullshit, whatever. And I'm just like, oh, I know, I'll just throw a tarp on top, boom, whatever. And like, we're so beat from moving so much heavy shit for so long, hours duration, 12, 13, 14 hour days, and like all kinds of crazy shit, only to like just like have to do more, and then like more, and then more, and then more, right? And luckily my girl came and she fucking did that, got the tarp for me, threw it on there. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, the dew won't settle in the car, no big deal. Wake up the next morning, it's fucking raining, and I'm like, oh my god, are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? So like, absolutely wild shit, So here's the backyard a little bit, actually. The girl got the little hammock joint up there, got a little couch joint, got the egg chair joint, whatever the fuck that is. Got the woods going and shit, which is pretty nice. Bedroom sees the, Integra. I get to see the trailer. I get to see the fucking other shit over there, which is pretty cool. Living room in there somewhere, wherever. Got my little beef girl. Katana, what you doing? What you doing? Go ahead, show him how you do it. So yeah, things are pretty crazy. This is my shed. This is where my other bullshit is. And the shed, like I said, carrying all the random dumb shit that I don't want in the garage. So this coming weekend, I'm going to take you with me on the journey of trying to settle into the garage, getting it set up to be able to start doing work and, start to progress and keep going forward. So, damn, I'm gonna send this motherfucking chair right here. Shit, dog. Man, I didn't think about this. Oh, damn. Okay. Fuck with me. There's supposed to be a cushion in here, I'm pretty sure. I got a bony ass. This thing's wired as shit. But, yeah. I hope you, I know this video is a little bit boring, but that's like my big update video because there's no way for me to give you any other type of video right now because I can't work on absolutely anything. I literally can't work on anything. You know what I mean? I can't work on the driveway because I'd have to work like down towards the front of the street because the driveway slopes down so far so long. And then in the garage, and again, if I don't make space, I can't work inside there. There is a concrete slab on the other side of the shipping container. And initially I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, oh, I'll just drive the cars into that little slab. I can work on shit over there, no big deal. The slab is small. I have to modify the slab still because it has big ass studs sticking out of it. So I gotta cut all those studs off. And then, what else we got? Oh yeah, to get cars from the driveway to that slab, half the cars literally won't make it. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really do that either yet. So Fake Daddy got a lot of work ahead. I gotta fix. I want to play with the Honda this weekend, but first is the garage. Maybe if we're lucky, my parts will actually show up like they're supposed to. We'll see. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna go to do some shit next. I don't really know what I'm gonna do when I'm in the zoo looking at the zebras, but I do know that my dog's eating grass and she's not supposed to be doing that. Hey, what you doing? What you doing over there? Get off the grass. So yeah, if you can, just stay sucker free, and I hope you enjoy the next videos to come. We got new things coming this year. Like I said, I bought 3 Hondas and a whole bunch of shit, so stay tuned, stick with it. I'm gonna try to stop making boring videos, and I might change the intro video soon, so we'll see how that goes too. So holla at your boy, baby.
My hands it lies blinking, let the lies sink in. On the way to home base, first clown in my face is getting thrown out the place. We run shit, untouchable, done shit.